Let's say I have a mathematical equation that I've programmed inside my ExtendSim equation block. And the question is, how do I know whether or not this equation is actually producing the desired behavior? So I can take a look at this equation, and now I can establish when I run that something is actually happening. So I've established that the wave factor PK here is actually less than this miss PK, and I can see it changing over time. The question is whether or not I'm actually getting the desired behavior out of this. And so to tell that, what you really need to do is make a plot with a variety of input values. So that may be easy to do based on your model context to get a variety of values in there. However, your model may be such that it's hard to do that with your overall model. So you may want to create a small standalone model such as this one. So the pieces to this model, I've hard-coded in the inputs, one of the inputs to the model. The input that I'm interested in varying, I'm going to actually generate a series of inputs of increasing value using the create block. So I'm using the settings inside this create block. So every 0.1 time units, I'm going to be adding 0.5. I'm going to be pumping out the value of 0.5 from this block. Now to create, I don't want to just test 0.5 over and over. So to create a series of increasing values, I'm using the holding tank, and that causes the value to accumulate as I go through. Now I can test by using the X values are coming from the holding tank, and then the Y values is whatever's being output by that equation. So I can then run the model. And now I can see by looking at either the data or the graph. Here I can see that I get linearly decreasing behavior. And I can also give myself a good feeling for if I really had an incoming value. In this case, it said it was the wave height. So if I had the wave height of 22, it's going to reduce my PK by about 0.2. So I'll still be left with a 0.6 PK, even if I have a wave height of 22 feet. This may or may not be the desired behavior, but it lets you see that, and it lets you establish that you really have this downward trend like you thought you had.